This is 3 News Daily.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Daily on this Wednesday, October 25th. I'm Stephanie Haney. Thank you for being here with us in Northeast Ohio. We start today with news out of Elyria, where police say a motorcyclist was shot and killed, and it sounds like bikers were being targeted in Lorain County. The sheriff's office says the biker, a man, was shot at Lake Avenue and Emerson Court last night and later died at UH Hospital. The suspected shooter's vehicle description matched descriptions from 2 earlier 911 calls in the city of Amherst, where 2 motorcyclists were also shot at, but fortunately not hit. This morning, Lorain police say they now have a suspect in custody. We'll continue to update you on this story as we learn more. Now to news in Akron, where a man has been charged after a woman apparently escaped from being held captive for several days. Police say 23-year-old Chloe Jones was held against her will in a garage. She was found last week after a homeowner tipped off police to her whereabouts. They found her beaten and believe she could have been held for up to 4 days. Akron Police Captain Michael Miller says she was in pretty bad shape when she got out.
It really shows the depravity of and the lengths that people go through to really either harm somebody, and especially when they're intent on doing so. Her injuries were pretty significant, and we're fortunate that we were able to intersect that and just prevent that victimization from continuing.
The person accused of abducting her, 33-year-old William Mazingo, has been charged with kidnapping, abduction, unlawful restraint, and felonious assault. Now, an even more disturbing update on an already disturbing story that we first brought you yesterday out of Westlake. Police have arrested a former priest accused of molesting a teenage girl, and police say Luis Barajas is believed to be a repeat offender. His latest victim is a 15-year-old girl who is battling cancer. Barajas was given money to return to Colombia back in 1989 following child sex abuse allegations. Now he's reportedly been staying with Northeast Ohio families for the past few months, offering blessing services, so he calls them. Police are concerned that there are other victims, so if you have any information, please call Westlake Police. Now in Canton, body camera footage has been released from when a police officer fatally shot a dog while responding to a domestic dispute. Officers involved claim the dog Bella was charging at them. That's when they opened fire and 1 bullet hit Bella. Neighbors tell 3 News that Bella would bark but would never bite and was kept in her yard by an electric fence. The case is under review, which is standard for all use of force incidents in Canton. Now to Summit County, where a woman is charged with endangering children after she left her 2 kids home alone so she could go to a concert. Deputies say they were called to a home in Coventry Township. This was over the weekend. That's where they found a 2-year-old girl and a 1-year-old boy unsupervised. Deputies were able to get in touch with their mom, 23-year-old Angelique Sayer, who was at a concert in Cleveland. They ordered her to return home. Now both of those children are in custody by Summit County Children's Services. Now in Barberton, a verdict is expected soon in the bench trial of former Ohio Representative Bob Young. He took the stand in his own defense yesterday, testifying against charges of domestic violence and assault. The allegations against him come from a gathering at his home that happened earlier this year. It involved a fight with his wife, his brother, and alcohol. Young is accused of hitting his wife and throwing her phone into the pool when she tried to call for help. He says he was defending himself. And today, General Motors is laying off 139 more workers at their Parma Metal Center plant. This is just hours after 5,000 United Auto Workers members walked out at a GM plant in Texas to join the strike against the big 3 automakers. The layoffs in Parma officially take effect today. Last month, the Parma plant laid off 137 workers. We'll have more on this coming up on 3 News at 5. Now in medical news, the cold and flu season just started, and already there's a shortage of an RSV treatment. The CDC is now alerting doctors about limited availability of a drug called Beyfortus. It's an antibody treatment. It treats RSV. It's not a vaccine, but it acts like one. It delivers antibodies directly to the bloodstream in an injection. So right now, the CDC is telling healthcare workers prioritize infants because they're at the highest risk for RSV. That's it for today's edition of 3 News Daily. Thank you very much for being with us. Wherever you're watching or listening, we appreciate you. Enjoy this gorgeous day outside. Sounds like we don't have too many more before it gets cold again. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more top stories from Northeast Ohio.